De ambassadeur van Amerika in Suriname, ambassadeur Fischer, gaf tijdens zijn betoog bij de conferentie die gehouden werd in verband met de ontwikkelingen rondom de olie- en gassector aan dat meer mogelijkheden gecreëerd moeten worden voor investeerders om makkelijker te kunnen investeren in het land.
It is an honor for me to be here at this conference, and I want to thank everyone here for the invitation. And I'd like to congratulate the Suriname Energy Chamber for organizing this event. And I especially want to thank them for doing this event in English, so it's a little easier for me. I was telling the minister earlier that in English, I'm kind of struck by the number of languages people can speak here in Suriname. And in English, we call them polyglots, because they speak so many different languages. And then, also in English, when you see someone who speaks two languages, you call them bilingual. But in English, when you talk about somebody who speaks one language, you call them an American. So thank you. We're here, I think, because we all understand and agree that developing local content policies will maximize Suriname's labor potential, and it will be critical to growing Suriname's economy in a way that will benefit all Surinamers. Today's forum will create a space for both the government and the private sector to come together to find modern, transparent, and business-friendly solutions to improving Suriname's local content policies. Now, I'm very happy that Minister Kuldip Singh is here today and even mentioned it, because today's event takes place on the International Women's Day. And this event is an important reminder that any plans and any policies to prepare and enhance the local workforce must also include women and must include them fully. I sincerely believe that Suriname's workforce will be best prepared for the challenges and opportunities ahead if it reflects Suriname's diversity. And we know that economies will grow faster and democracies are more stable when all people in the country participate equitably and equally in the developments that are in front. Now, Suriname, I believe, is at the onset of an unprecedented period of development of its oil and gas sector. And I speak regularly with U.S. companies who are eager to enter the Surinamese market. They want to participate in the developments that will be happening here. And they all tell me the same thing. They want high-quality local partners. They want a transparent and predictable environment in which to conduct business. In other words, they just want a level playing field to come here, invest, and do business. Now, U.S. businesses are searching for high-quality local partners. What do they mean? Well, this is kind of supply-driven. To be competitive, local businesses here need to have the skills to meet their customers' needs. They need to come up to the international standards and not expect the companies to come down. It is critical that local companies and local business suppliers be able to provide quality products, quality services at international standards. They need to partner with international business so that they can have business investors in all these markets. Now, I recently learned, as you know, and this is the year of democracy, there are elections throughout the world, including in the United States. But it's a little ahead of the election that will happen here in May of 2025. And I've been talking to people about that election, and I recently learned something that really shocked me. There will be 40,000 first-time voters in your May 2025 elections. 40,000. That is 40,000 young Surinamers who are entering not only the electoral scene for the first time, but the labor market. This is a great opportunity. And Suriname should seize this opportunity through its investment and development and prepare those new members of the electorate and workforce for full participation in Suriname's future. And I believe this kind of opportunity comes once in a generation, and I believe we want to be with Suriname as they move forward in that, both the American government and American businesses. To do that, we see training and education as a key. is the key to addressing the challenge of these new members of your workforce. Suriname and its local companies must invest in the development of its workforce today. This will pay dividends as your economy grows, and the demands for local skilled labor will increase. We are here as an embassy to help connect Surinamese businesses with U.S. partners. And I would emphasize that the American companies are going to be looking for policies that I mentioned before that are transparent, realistic, and achievable in terms of local content. They will look at those as they evaluate the business environment here and where they wish to come in. So I hope that Suriname's local content policy will provide U.S. companies with a framework to enter Suriname, a framework that is transparent, realistic, and achievable, and that creates opportunities not only for our businesses, but for the local workforce. Now, U.S. businesses are not looking for, performance requirements. They're not looking for quotas or other measures that are onerous or disproportionate or in some ways disadvantages them from entering the market. That's not what they consider the playing field. They hope that the Surinamese government will make it easier for our businesses to operate in Suriname. Unfortunately, there are areas for improvement right now. We need to have better processes to open a business here for outsiders. We need a smoother process to get a residency permit here, which is very difficult right now. We need smoother processes for labor permits and opening bank accounts and all the simple steps that businesses are looking for. Suriname needs to step up and make this as easy and facilitate these processes as much as possible. Taking those simple steps, I believe, will help Suriname improve its position on the friendliness of doing business index that you see published annually. Now, these processes, once achieved, will help attract U.S. firms, and that is crucial. The ease of doing business will be a crucial factor as we move forward with the development of Suriname and improve the local workforce here. So respectfully, we hope that Suriname will take some steps to make improvements in these areas. I believe that with good legislation and with the sincere political will, this Surinamese government can and will do this and will empower the private sector here to do this. But the private sector, in its turn, needs to continue to lead the way on this. This is really driven by business. It is not going to be driven by the government. So by hosting this event, especially, I believe private sector here is already beginning to lead the way. And so this is the time for Suriname government, Suriname leaders, and Suriname businesses to invest. Invest with proper incentives from the government. Invest to deliver world-class products and services. Invest in your workforce. And the United States will be looking to all of you and working with you as you unlock Suriname's potential with the coming oil and gas boom. And we believe the economy will grow, Suriname will grow, and a development will happen here that will benefit everyone and set Suriname on the path of prosperity, stability, security, and greater democracy for the next 50 years. Now, we heard earlier from Mr. Omberg about the U.S. impact on Suriname through Alcoa and Suralco. And I believe it is in many ways an amazing story. I can tell you the number of times I go and talk to somebody and they say, oh yeah, my uncle worked for Suralco. Oh, my grandfather was there. My father did this. And they sent me on training and they did this. It was a huge way of helping develop Suriname and its local workforce. And I sincerely believe that the oil and gas industry can and will do the same over the next 30 years. So I hope you're ready for it, and I'm very excited to see where Suriname will be going. Thank you.